What's going on, koi lovers? I am here in our quarantine greenhouse, but there's no koi in it. Find out why. Good afternoon, koi lovers. I am here in the quarantine greenhouse today, and we are preparing for our largest shipment ever to hit the farm. We are super excited for it, and we've been busy for the past month preparing. Here in the quarantine greenhouse, which is normally filled with fish throughout the whole season, because when it's not the quarantine greenhouse, we are selling koi out of it and keeping the bio alive in the tanks. But right now, we have 19 tanks completely empty, ready for koi. We're dosing these tanks with ammonia currently and keeping the bio really strong because we have over 15,000 fish being delivered next week. So it's going to be a crazy day. If you haven't watched our fish shipment videos before, check out the video below in the description and you'll be able to check that video out and see what the day is going to be entail. But it's going to be almost 2 times the amount of boxes and fish that we've ever had at the farm before. So take a walk with me through the quarantine greenhouse and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do to prepare for this shipment. So in the quarantine greenhouse, we have a lot of different tank sizes and styles to handle different amounts of fish. So each tank is only going to have, this tank here might only have 3 koi in it, maybe 3 Nisai. We divide the tanks by breeder. We put splash guards up. Each tank has its own net, its own bowl, and all the tanks will be heated up and will cage V-test every single tank, every breeder. We're going to be buying from over 19 different breeders, so each breeder is going to have its own tank. We don't even mix Tosai, Nisai, and Sansai from different breeders because we want to make sure that the fish are healthy and are parasite and disease free before they go to our customers. We know how important your koi collections are, and we do not want to risk getting your fish sick with the new fish coming in. But let me tell you guys, these new koi coming in are amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Japan this year, but I've been really busy with the breeders, getting photos every morning and every night, trying to find the best koi for you guys this season. And I always thought I bought a lot of koi when I was over there in person, but somehow all those text messages, I bought a lot more than I was supposed to. So we definitely need your support this year, buying a whole bunch of koi. But yeah, come on, I'll show you the bigger tanks. This is one of the larger tanks here. It holds about 3,000 gallons, and this tank will primarily hold Tosai. Last year we put a breeder called Ikarashi Ozumi in here, and great fish. He ships about 150 per box, 4 to 5 inch, 3 to 4 inch koi. These are great for our store and our wholesale customers. So unfortunately, this is just a video of empty tanks, but these tanks are what's going to keep all the fish alive and healthy so we can get them to you. So as you've seen before in our koi shipment videos, we have 15 people running around here, boxes of koi coming in and out, and this is just the calm before the storm. In just 1 week, this whole greenhouse is going to transform from empty tanks and no koi smell to just a feeling like you're in Japan. I mean, thousands and thousands of fish are going to be coming through these doors, and these tanks are going to be filled, and we're going to have to maintain these fish and keep them nice and healthy so we can get them into your pond. The great thing about this year is we have a lot of new varieties coming in that we haven't been able to secure in the past years. We have golden corns from Taniguchi. We have the pearl scales from Sekaguchi. I mean, really just an amazing fish. And then we have our classic Go Sanke mix from Shintaro. He even sent me a video of about 100 tanchos just swimming around in a bowl. And he said, "Merry Christmas, Brian." So I was super excited that we're going to get a ton of tanchos in from him. And we'll just be posting these pictures online, and we're doing some live videos during the shipment so you guys can check these out. But again, the most important thing is keeping these fish healthy and secure from other breeders. You know, everyone takes huge precaution in Japan about KHV and other diseases that the fish might have. But we don't take anything lightly here at Fitz Fish Ponds. We want to make sure the fish are super healthy and tested before they go into your pond. So just take a walk and I'll show you more how we're going to keep everything a little more secure in the greenhouse. So each tank, the ones that are close to each other, will have splash guards between every tank. The bio systems will have splash guards over them. Like this net here will only be for this tank. We will not mix anything in the greenhouse moving forward. We really want to make sure everything is super secure and healthy for the fish. Yourself. There's no fish in these tanks. How are we keeping them bio alive to make sure that we don't crash before the fish come in? Well, we've been dosing each tank with 800 milliliters of ammonia every day and keeping track of it here. We know exactly how much ammonia is going in and how much fish load these tanks can handle. We're hoping by the time the fish come in here, the bio is so strong in these tanks that we won't have any ammonia spike during the shipment time coming in. So all the fish that were in here are moved into our new greenhouse where it's heated and the fish are just happy and growing. And then no fish will leave here until they've been cage feed tested and scraped and scoped for all parasites before they go into our general population on the farm. So it's really important to us to keep our Evolution aqua filters really, really strong and healthy during this time to make sure they can handle the bio load. All these tanks have heat on them as well to make sure we can get the temperature up for the cage feed testing. All these tanks have been here for about 3 years now, but this year we decided to drain them down completely, power wash the inside, and get everything out to start a really, really fresh system from when these fish come in. But take a walk. I'm going to show you what these splash guards look like. As you guys can see, even the nets are labeled for what tank they belong to. We don't want to have any confusion. Sometimes different people come in the greenhouse, but every tank is going to be labeled, every net will be labeled. You won't have any confusion throughout this year. And a tank like this, 1,500 gallons, I think this one here only has 2 fish from Shinoda going in it. So yeah, you might think we could put a lot more koi in here, but really just having those fish separate for the time being until we know they're healthy, that's why it's really important to have this many tanks. Here's one of the splash guards that we already have down, and all the tanks will be divided like this throughout the shipment. It's really important to not let splashing and different water go anywhere. Every system has its own filtration system. We have 19 filters in here, we have 19 pumps. Everything runs on its own to make sure it's the best chance for biosecurity. So the quarantine greenhouse is finally ready. 288 boxes of koi and 15,000 fish. This is gonna be stocked to the gills, no pun intended there with my fish joke. But anyway, with that many fish coming, I've had to assemble a team of guys to come in of all across the US and from overseas to help with this shipment. We got Tim Waddington from England, Mark McKinney from Ireland, Franklin Sieber from Raw Fishing's coming up from Florida, and then everybody here at Fitz's is gonna pull together and make this one heck of a shipment. So stay tuned for the shipment video. That's gonna launch next week. 15,000 fish in one day at Fitz Farm. Guys, you're not gonna wanna miss this. Subscribe to this video, like the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, whatever you wanna do. But give me a thumbs up. It's all good, guys. And wait for this year. It's gonna be some amazing fish content. That's it.